Now, for the example of a static member, I have taken a class called car. It is having many members. We are not concerned about that. Just I have one static member, that is price. See, every car will have price, but the price is a common variable for all the cars of that particular class. Suppose this is not a car, this is a Innova car. So the price of Innova is same for all the objects. So price is a common variable for all the objects of Innova. So for any, suppose I have purchased a car, you ask me what's the price, so I'll tell you the price. Suppose one of your friend has taken a car, you ask him, he'll give you the same price. So upon an object you are asking what is the price, so you'll get the same amount, right? So initially I have declared here, so you know well that it has to be declared outside, so I made it as 20, that is 20 lakhs something. So that's the price. Now I also have constructor. Constructor is not doing anything here, just for namesake I wrote it. Okay, so not doing anything. I have written only those functions which we are discussing, right? Now I have a static function, that is get price, which will give this price value. So I made it public, even I can make it private also, no problem. So get price. Let us see. I'll give you the logical meaning behind it. I want to know the price of a car. Do I have to buy a car? No, I don't have to buy a car. Then can I say Cout? Can I access that price? How you can access the member without creating an object? If this is a static function, can I access static function without creating object? Yes, I can say class name Innova and get price. That's it. So this is a proof, logical proof that without creating an object, I can create an object also. Innova my, then you say Cout my dot get price. I am calling it upon object, I am calling it upon a class. See, here I have purchased, I have bought a car, then I am knowing the price. Here without buying a car, I am knowing a price. Logically it is perfect. So if you want to know the price of a car, just call the static member function, then using a class name you should get the price without creating object, because this is the price of a class. You make hundreds of objects of a class, all objects will have same price. That's it. So this is the price belong to a class, not an object. So for all objects it is common. So I am able to call that function, that is static function, and get the price without creating an object also. So it's logically true. So you don't have to buy something for knowing its price. I'll give you one more example where you can make use of this static members. Here I have a class called student. It is having a roll number, and I am also having a static member, that is admission number. Okay, admission number. In short, I have written like that. Then that is a static, so it is declared outside and it is 0, initially 0. So usually you will be knowing that when you get an admission in some college, some institution, somewhere, suppose the practice is like this. When you are getting an admission, so what is the admission number now? That is given as a roll number. First student, his roll number is 1. Second person who took admission, his roll number 2. Then third student, his admission number 3. So his roll number is 3. Like this you can set the number. Suppose you are running your own institution, so you can follow this method. So I have admission number initially 0. Now, how to know what should be the next admission number? So admission number is a static member of a class. There will be only one copy of admission number, and that will be increasing, and the next admission number is taken as a roll number of a student. So what I am doing in the constructor is admission number plus plus. Initially it is 0, it will become 1. Then what will be the roll number of the first student? Roll number 1. The next student, again the object if you create admission number plus plus, then that number is given to this one. So let me create object and show you. See, there are only two members here. One is a static and one is non-static. So let us create an object of student S1. Then S1, what is the data member for this one? Just roll number, right? And there is an admission number separately maintained, that is ADD min number, admission number. Initially it is 0. Let us see what happens when I call a constructor. Constructor is called admission number plus plus. This becomes 1 and roll number assigned admission number 1. Then second student object S2. Then S2 is created. S2 is having which member? Only roll number. What about admission number? It's common for all the objects. Then what happens when the object is created? Admission number plus plus. So this becomes 2. Then roll number assigned admission number. So 2. So this student is having roll number 1, this student is having roll number 2. So this is another usage of a static member. So static members are very useful. So I'll give you a few points here. First is static members can be used as a counter like this. And static members can be used as a shared memory for all the objects, like one object writes something there, the other object can read something from there. Then the third usage is static members can provide information about the class. For example, car price is information about a class. So this is how you can use static members. So that's it. We will try this and see.